Y'all need to blame my mom or my grandmother why I still look so young. And being in your 40s is not old. Y'all need to stop saying that. I don't know who's saying that, but y'all need to cut short.
Whoa. What is she talking about? 40 is not old? For who? 60 and 70-year-olds? Listen, I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall. Today, we're going to talk about what old is and what age do you reach when you become old, because women nowadays are becoming very confused. So my question to you is, what is old? Like what age do you have to reach to be considered old? And is being old a bad thing? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now, we're definitely going to finish this video because this is Bernice Burgos. This is what I would like to call the BBL model. This is the woman that everybody is trying to look like. Some will say Kim Kardashian, but this woman here, oh my God. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish out this video. Before we do that, like the video, then subscribe to the channel. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
Y'all need to blame my mom or my grandmother why I still look so young. And being in your 40s is not old. Y'all need to... Oh my God, are you okay? It's not old. Y'all need to stop saying that. I don't know who's saying that, but y'all need to cut y'all need to cut it with that 40s. Like, there's people that can't even make it to 40. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Wait a minute. Did she just make the case for why 40 is old? I mean, sometimes women have to listen to themselves, right? Because it sounds like if a lot of people don't make it to 40, then that would mean that you're old. Anyway, let's continue.
So be grateful that right nowadays people are looking so good in their 40s and they look amazing.
Wait a minute. She just did it again. She literally just did it again. People are looking good in their 40s. Okay, so that means that there was a time where if you were 40, you didn't look good, which means you were. Let's continue.
And, you gotta blame my mama, not me.
She said you gotta blame her mama. Now listen, let me say this. This woman is absolutely gorgeous. I'm talking beautiful, but I don't think she understands that old is referring to a number. It's not referring to how you physically look. Now, let's talk about how she physically looks. I often say that money can make a woman look attractive, no matter what she actually looks like, because she can afford the best of the best hairstylists, the best makeup artists, the best surgeons. And as we look at this woman, I don't know if we're calling her naturally beautiful, but we are definitely saying, as far as us looking at her, oh my God. Now, I'm saying that because she clearly does not have a natural body. If she had her natural body, she still might be pretty, she still might be beautiful, but because her body has been sculpted the way men like it, it's been sculpted. Yeah, we can say that this woman is attractive, but let me tell you this, right? Because the first time I got my old man card, 2 times, right? The first time happened about 5 or 6 years ago when I was in the basketball gym, right? And the kids in there called me coach. And I was like, coach? I ain't no damn coach. I'm still a player, right? Like, that shattered my NBA dreams, because when you hear old as far as the NBA goes, that means you're not going to the NBA. There are no old guys in the NBA. Now, let me say this. The old guys are on their way out. The old guys are about to retire, right? So I get why she doesn't want to be called old, but let me say this. 40 is old. In fact, let's say it this way so that maybe it feels a little bit better or it sounds a little bit better. 35 is like the beginning of what we would look at as middle age. In fact, some people would look at 30 as middle age. Now, this woman, this beautifully sculpted, this beautifully surgically put together woman is saying that 40 is not old. And let's be honest, let's be clear, this woman is a little closer to 50 than she is to 40. My advice to her would be age gracefully. Right? I mean, you've already got the surgeries done. You look stunning. You look amazing. You're still getting the young guys. In fact, she's getting all the guys she wants. But when is enough enough? I want y'all to think about something. Bernice Burgos was a video vixen. The guys that she was in music videos for are now considered old guys. So if she was a woman in those music videos and those guys are now looked at as old, that would mean she would have to be old, or at least older. Now, who actually prompted her or got her to respond to this? Because she's a woman that's not just 40, she's actually over 40. So again, now we could talk about menopause.
And that sent me on my own reconnaissance, my own researching, and that's when I came up with dry vagina syndrome that women have when they're in perimenopause. And I had all the symptoms of what that felt like, and I realized, oh, I'm 54 years old. They say, I learned that perimenopause can start in your late 30s even, and early 40s. And I thought, clearly, I'm 54. But at that point, nobody had really had a serious conversation.
We could talk about geriatric pregnancy, right? I'm a little confused as to what she means when she says 40 is not old, but then again, I kind of get it. I don't know, maybe she's confusing the two and saying, maybe she thinks that if you're old, that you can't be beautiful. I don't know, I really don't. But I will tell you this is an issue that the majority of women are having. This is an issue that a lot of women are like constantly having to face. I need y'all to think about something. The majority of the time that I see a woman in her 30s, she's starting to bald and she's starting to get gray hairs. There are very few women on the planet who do not have gray hairs by the age of 30. Now, by the time they hit 40, they definitely have gray hairs. And if they don't have gray hairs, you may want to really question what you're looking at, because it's, I would say, extremely rare, damn near impossible, because then what would actually show your age? Now, I will say this woman has killed a lot of men's dreams. Now, when I say killed a man's dreams, what I'm talking about is a man would think, oh my gosh, I could get Bernice Burgos and I could marry her and this could be my wife and this is what a wife can look like. And then you start seeing that that's not what the situation is. In fact, what you start to see is, dang, she dated this person and that person. Dang, she's still dating. Dang, she is still dating. Damn. How much longer is she gonna be dating? Is no one looking to lock her down, or can she not be locked down? Here's the biggest question that I had in my mind. Is she a keeper or is she a creeper? Meaning, this is the woman that you creep with. This is not the woman that you keep, right? Like, that's the question that I have in my mind. So I'm interested to know what you guys think. In fact, the biggest thing that I want to tell you guys is my overall message, which is adapt to dating. Because you think, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get her when she young, or I'm gonna get her when she old. And guess what? She's still not ready to settle. The crazy thing about this woman is she is a grandmother. And I'm pretty sure the people who are calling her old are the 20-somethings, right? Because she's a 40-something. She's not just 40, she's over 40. So I'm sure the 20-somethings are the ones who are calling her old. Well, I mean, I don't think she realizes it, but she's 20 years older than them, right? So that's 20 more years of experience, 20 more years of damage, 20 more years of Experience. Let's just call it experience and damage for real. I mean, because here's the thing, when you keep coming across men that you like or that like you and they have the money and the lifestyle, come on, she gonna fall for somebody and somebody is not gonna do her right, or she may not be doing everybody else right. I mean, we gotta call a spade a spade. At some point in time, you look at a beautiful woman and you say, wait a minute, why is she not taken? Why is she not put up somewhere, right? And I'm sure she could be. I'm absolutely sure she could be. But this is the reason why we as men have to reinvent ourselves. I'm not saying try to battle with age and time. I'm saying age gracefully. I'm saying get your life together. Get your mind, your body, and your finances together. Get those things together. Improve your life. Improve yourself. Because once you do that, now you could possibly have a Bernice Burgos, because it does not sound like she's looking for love. It does not sound like she even wants love. It sounds like she is enjoying being in the streets. And again, this is a grandmother. Think about that. But I got a question for you. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.